Okay, okay. Boom, 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 boom. Where's the button? Wait, no, that was the button. Fuck. Wait, hang on. Wait. Wait. I think we can do this in like under a minute here. Hold on. Wait. I'm trying to speed run this. Ah. Cool. Okay, cool. I think I actually I did all of it. I think we got there. So hi, hey, hello. That was hopefully the quickest I've ever done the stream setup stuff. We are back to doing more of the new player experience. I'm kind of thinking I'm gonna end this probably when I hit masters. Um, I kind of talked about it a little bit on stream yesterday, but like I'm not really sure how much further to take a series like this, and a lot of people, they'd be more interested in, like, growing their collection than, like, just being able to hit a higher rank. I think this kind of does just, like, highlight that it is possible to hit high ranks with just the cards that are provided to you, and, like, maybe crafting a really awful deck. I think the hardest thing about doing it, though, is just the completing the region rewards thing, because, like, you guys have seen that getting from 4 to 8 has been a crawl, and that's with playing and winning games. But anyway, make sure to hit that like button down in the description if you're watching this after, you know, on the YouTube VOD after the stream ends, and we'll get right into it. Adi Yogi, how you doing today? Welcome, welcome. I also didn't really talk about, like, I said at the end of yesterday's stream that I was, like, probably going to not stream today. I was going to go and see a movie in theaters, the Gurren Lagann movie, for those of you who watch anime. But, like, okay, I don't care too much about snow when driving, because I grew up in upstate New York, which, if you don't know, is one of the snowiest cities in the country, or at least it was. I don't know if it still is, but, like, for many, many years it was. But then, the problem is I moved to New York City, and people already suck at driving just when there's not snow. So trying to drive when it's icy, snowy road conditions sucks. It sucks. There's no beating around the bush on that one. So, in my neck of the woods, we get 1 centimeter of snow, the whole world stops. That's how it feels. That's how it feels sometimes here, too. Like, a lot of people called in sick today. Like, a lot of people. West Coast things, yeah. That's why I moved to the South. But you see, here's the thing. Like, I love the snow. I love when it snows. I think snow looks very pretty. I like looking at the world when it's snowing. The problem is just everyone else sucks. I don't know if that makes sense, but... Hello, Owen Parks, how you doing today? Welcome, welcome. So, I mean, even if they avalanche, they're, like, kind of killing more of their stuff than mine, so... Hello, Mr. Bowl Cut. Do you really think I have a bowl cut? I feel like it's more like the emo swoosh. Like, am I crazy on this? Like, would you consider this a bowl cut? Because, like, I kind of thought this was just, like, normal hair with, like, a swoosh going. But maybe I'm wrong. Give me 1 second, guys. I gotta kill a big old bug. Tempo with the rate of 43 people. Just kidding. I'm not going to kill shit. Thank you so much. Welcome, welcome, Raiders. I probably should kill that thing, though. It's, like, about to go into my bedroom. Also, I was literally just... I think I told Tempo yesterday that I wasn't going to be able to stream. And then here I am streaming. I swear I have a good reason. Actually, just kidding. I am going to go kill that bug, because it's really going to bug me if that thing continues to live. And just so people don't think I'm a monster, it was it was like a water bug, like basically a cockroach, all right? Ganked by Kazrex. What do we have here? No. So like I was just explaining, I was gonna go and watch the Gurren Lagann movie in theaters today, but the weather conditions had other ideas for me, so here we are. No movie, no good excuses, just me and this Karma set player. But yeah, how was Tempo's stream? Also, thank you DJ Artie for the follow. I appreciate it. You're gonna need a doctor. Wait, there's a Gurren Lagann movie? Okay, so the Gurren Lagann movie was it's basically a recap of the first okay, it's the first movie that's showing today is a recap of the first season. The movie that's tomorrow is a recap of the second season. Weather for me has been trashed past week as well. Yeah, no, it's quite awful. Definitely the opposite of Cash Money, if you ask me. I think we're just gonna... I don't know how this deck deals with Battle Fury. Yeah, I repeat, I didn't know that it was in theaters. I mean, it's an older movie, because it came out, like, around the time that the show came out. Because it's a recap movie, right? So it's one that came out a while ago. But yeah. I watched it online. I watched, the original, Gurren Lagann on Netflix.
This will be a good warm-up.
So a pity I have to work today. Yeah, no, big sad. How you doing today otherwise though, Herc? Battle Fury Pog. Also, Elvin, I don't know that I even asked you. How you doing today? You commented on me having a bowl cut and then tempo rated. I don't, like, think I have a bowl cut. I'm just, like, you know, I'm just too lazy to go get a haircut. So my hair just kind of grows like this. I'm good. You smurfing? So this is, I did make a brand new account. It was supposed to be an EU account, but unfortunately I set it up wrong, so it does just turn into me being a Smurf account, but the plan is to get it to be an EU account at some point. How you doing today, Aniki? It's late here, so my social skills are hazy at best. I mean, look, you're fine. I wouldn't even worry about it. We good, thank you. Good. It's the 17th, which means that Bandletale will go on pre-order later today. Oh, nice. So, here's the thing. I never played any Stardew Valley game. Well, I think that's not true. I think technically I played like a minute or two of one of the Stardew Valleys, but from what I understand, it's supposed to be like Stardew Valley, right? Someone correct me if I'm wrong, but that was my understanding.
Leave nothing standing.
Are those figures behind you? Yeah, so we do have quite the collection of figurines behind me. I can't really get into all of them. Actually, you know what? I have a video on my YouTube that's just the like that stuff. It's like a whole video that just goes through them. Beautiful, thank you, thank you. Is that a blue eyes? It is a blue eyes. I do have a giant blue eyes behind me, and all the way in the corner, I also have a dark magician girl. I just haven't taken her out of the box yet. I think I want to develop Ombre here.
I shall show them what it is to fall.
I don't know that I really need to be trading everything, but
Pain must be felt.
putting everything that's important at low health is probably pretty good. Dark Magician Girl, I know. The OG waifu. The, original beauty. This game is going quite poorly for me, by the way. I don't think, we're gonna win. I asked my grandma, and she said she knows that Aerith gets skewered. Your grandma knows? Alright, well, let's, you know, my ass is ready here.
I have my orders.
I have my hors d'oeuvres. Man, Darius just has such fun lines to, like, pick apart. Gem, I know. Gem just really, ruining everyone's day. Really. Big Gem fan. I would be a Gem fan if I could play Gem, but we don't have a collection worthy of Gem at the moment.
None shall oppose me.
Please attack him, or please block with the Galio. Wow, really? Gem, Galio, Elder Dragon, Morgana. Gem. This is a deck that, this is a deck that's been kind of terrorizing the meta. It's pretty close, if not exactly, tier 0. Thank you guys for the stream streaks. It does always make me happy to see people enjoying the stream. I mean, they don't really have a way to buff power unless they're just for some reason on form up. I heard Morgana Galio was meta, but I mostly played Path of Champions. No, I mean, that's fair. Nothing wrong with that. I am taking a break. It's totally fine. There is no obligation from anyone to have to play any particular game mode. Like, I don't technically need to stay in this game at all. That's GG. Yeah, it's basically GG. I don't think we can win from here. Like, this is a matchup that's possible for us to win. It just requires us to, like, kind of high roll a little bit. Yeah. Unfortunate. And, like, the problem is that I don't really have... Did you try Teemo Yumi? Well, that's the problem, is that, like... The problem is not, like, I don't know how to beat Galio Morgana. The problem is that this is, as we've said, this is not a, like, my main account. This is, like, a brand new player account. So it's, like, how would someone who is on a brand new account deal with that deck? Alright, Aphelios is really not a champ that we were looking for. Aphelios was like the opposite of a champ we wanted to see, actually. Maybe we'll go to Shurima. Why Smurf? Because, so, the whole idea here is, testing out the new player experience. So, like, what I mean by testing out the new player experience is, like, I just want to see what it's like for someone who's brand new. Because I get people all the time who are new to the game or something, and, like, they want, like, tips and tricks, right? They want to know, like, what's the best way to, like, grind a collection and stuff. So, like, there's good resources. Like, Tempo, who rated us today, has great resources for new players. I think Sunny also made, like, a really big, long video about, like, the new player experience and stuff, but it's just kind of more, like, for me to be like, yeah, I did, in fact, do this myself to see. Can you get Eternal Champs from caches? I have gotten Eternal Champs. Like, if we come here, Eternal, owned, and then we organize this by just rotated cards, you can see that we got Aphelios, and we got Ezreal, which is, like, kind of annoying, but also, like, I would then be equally annoyed if it were Eternal Season and I wasn't getting cards like that. This game is free-to-play heaven. Oh, yeah, no, definitely. I agree to that. I definitely agree that this is one of the best free-to-play games, like, truly free-to-play games to exist. I just also know that even though it's free-to-play, that does usually come at some other cost. Like, in this case, it's the fact that it's fairly difficult to get to a full collection now just because of how many cards there are. And this right here is, like, why I personally really like rotation formats versus just banless formats. Because, like, imagine, like, you were in a game that was just a ban phase and you had to own 4,000 cards. Because, like, if we come here, right, and we look at collection, I'm pretty sure someone said that the full collection is 4,800 cards, and we're at 670. Like, if our cards that we were opening were always pulled from, like, the entire collection, this would be pretty tilting. 48, 45, yeah. So this is why I like having standard rotations and stuff, because, like, I don't know exactly how many cards are in standard, but it's definitely less than 4,800. I don't know if they cut the pool in half or not, but they definitely did something. I'm just trying to see alright. Mordekaiser, Morgana. And Lurk. Okay. I have like 3,700 cards. I'm about 50%. I'm using Lurk only. Just Lurk. I mean, Lurk is really good against Gem, apparently. I just looked at the matchup table and it was like Gem has like a 40% win rate into it. So it's definitely not a bad deck to go for. I used to think 1,000 cards was a lot for my account. Yeah, no, like it's it definitely gets like to be a lot. Alright, good hand. Very good hand with very good boys. Standard lurk. Nice, nice. Another thing I did recently is look at each set's epics only and look at what has seen meta play or not right now, but even it's surprising how many epics were at a point needed. Yeah, no, I mean, like, that's the whole thing, right? Alright, we're gonna do it this way. Instead of... We're gonna lose out on the 1 damage, just so I can play this Elegant Edge. They might have Avalanche, but Avalanche doesn't kill Yadulski. I know he was nerfed, so I had to ask, was he all that strong? Pike? The thing that was annoying about Pike was, that, like, he was fairly cheap and could just push a lot of damage just out of nowhere. That was the big thing about Pike. So Harsh wins. Oh, Vengeance. If we draw a Pirouette, we might just be casting it on face, just at Darius levels. Maybe. I actually kind of want to just develop Eradication. Well, Eradication is a another epic card that we would kind of desperately want. I kind of want to, like, draw... Even the meme of haha epics suck in this game, it's also how many were complete garbage and not good at by something new. Yeah, no, I get it. I understand what you mean. All right, so if they entomb, we're kind of SOL. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do first? We're gonna do this first, just because if they entomb, we can Darius. Epics are hard to get into champions. I think the problem is that you can run more copies of them in a deck. And some of them are, like, more, like, for more decks.
My body is no longer my own.
You know what? Let's just continue to see what they'll do. They could Eradication, but then I think Darius can still end the game.
Witness true strength.
12-9 Darius is pretty tragic. Corva Path. I have more champion wildcards than champs missing, yet I'm instantly at 0 epic wilds. Yeah, I think there's even been, like, talk about how they've, like, seriously reduced, how many cards you get from that. Alright, so as long as they don't open kill Darius next turn, we can win. They're also releasing more epics than champs, I'm guessing. Yeah, but them releasing more epics than champs doesn't necessarily mean that, like, there's going to be more relevant epics than champs.
This won't be a fair fight.
Is there a better way to do this? Oh, the weekly vault gives a guaranteed champion. Don't you need to get to a certain level, though, or no? I'm just gonna pass, I think. And then we're gonna open Decimate. As long as they don't kill this Darius. Go for it, friend. It hits nothing. It's like at level 10. Oh, is it? Battle Pass gives like 80% of new cards they release. Yeah, no, I think the Battle Pass, like, if you pay for it, gives a lot of those cards. Dude, Decimate's such a good card. Remember when this card used to be in the game? You get pretty early a champ and later upgrades to a wild card. That's pretty good. Hello, Brawl Stars. How you doing today? See, I need more of that. I need more people that are trying to counter Gem so that I can beat them. Warface, how you doing today? Welcome, welcome. I can tell you how long you've been following in a second. I don't know how to fix the follow age command, but it hasn't worked, like, ever. You started following me February of 2021. That's a long time. That's almost 3 years. We're getting really close to that 3-year mark. Yeah, how you doing? I feel like it's been a hot minute since I've seen you, so I hope you're doing well. Right after launch? No, launch was 2020, wasn't it? I could be mistaken, but I thought this game came out April 2020. Aren't you the Nightfall guy? Are you the Nightfall guy? We have a Nightfall guy? Dogs and birds, I know. You guys ever heard of the whole thing? You know how, like, EDM drum and bass music has, like, a boom, like something like that? Well, a lot of people, they'll do, like, boots and cats. But then when you say boots and cats fast enough, it sounds like boots and cats and boots and cats and boots and cats and boots and cats. I don't know why you saying that reminded me of that, but now I'm known for being the Nightfall guy. Don't worry. If you don't like that, don't worry. It doesn't last super long because there was a while where I was the Mono Shurima guy, and then Mono Shurima stopped being a meme. So don't you worry. If you want it to go away, it can go away. I keep saying to Nick to play Nightfall, and he's like, meh, it's not so good, but I just climbed to it with Diamond and EU. Nice, nice. I thought Nick Bakes Plays was a Nightfall guy. Nick Makes Plays hasn't played Nightfall in like 2 years because it's not good enough. It's not a good enough deck. Like, I'm not even saying he's wrong. It's just like, that's all he says. Like, I don't know what else he would say in response to that, but... I gotta... Take care, I gotta go to bed. Well, have a good night, Elvin. I'm glad you're here. I mean, Nightfall was like 12 flex spots. I think the only thing with Nightfall is like... I don't even know where to pinpoint what the issue is. I think right now it's just that, like... If you're not, like, an overwhelmed deck, your mid-range strategy isn't gonna do very well. Because, like, with, like, the presence of, like, shackles and stuff, I don't know. I guess all I'm saying is, like, I don't really ever see Nightfall. So I just kind of take that to mean that, like, Nightfall is probably not very good right now. I don't have, like, a definitive reason why I think it's not that good right now, other than just... I've yet to see anyone do anything interesting with it. I played the Open Gauntlet last week, but I was pretty late. Gotcha. I like Nocturne and making fearsome decks. I made a deck with Ash, but I need an updated version. I only got to play 7 games. Oh, unfortunate. Alright, Darius. It's Darius time. Ash LeBlanc, Nightfall, Morgana, Galio, Elder Dragon. Honestly, like... That's pretty good. That's a pretty good lineup. I think you probably could have gone further than 5-2 with that. Bro, I dare you to block this. Yeah. You're funny, bro. Actually, do I just let this through and then... No, because you know what? They could have deny. So we might as well just do this. I'd rather them deny this than the Decimate. Because, like, I can win with Decimate next turn if they deny this. Oh, sick. Well, let's do something that they can't Nopify. They can't Nopify skills, so... I got unlucky once both games. Could for sure end 6-1 there. Now, do you think that Nightfall has a good matchup into Gem? Because I've been, like, thinking that, like, I'm not saying that Nightfall is fearsome aggro, but it does have some similarities to a fearsome aggro deck. Like, did that have, like, a good matchup into that? Because that's been, like, one of my theories. I just haven't been able to test it out because I'm on an account that doesn't own any cards. My silly one-off made me win versus Overwhelm, the 3-mana give 2 allies +1/+1. Goodbye, Gnar. Good night, Aniki. If you're leaving, have a good one. Thank you for stopping by. Appreciate you being here. I feel like we were talking about Nocturne yesterday, too. I know that I could be saving that for the Teemo and Yuumi stuff, but I think our actual game plan to deal with Teemo is just, like, kill him first. Who was the streamer? Hollow. Who's the streamer that did that? Oh, Skip, of all things. Riot Ice? I feel like I saw Riot Ice stream a few weeks ago. The weather isn't that bad, just wait until Saturday. Oh, I know. How you doing today, patrons? Patrons, what are your thoughts on Nightfall? Because I'm trying to, like, put into words why I don't think we've seen a lot of Nightfall lately, but, like, I just don't know how to... I just don't know if I know the right reasons why I don't think it's, like, seeing that much play. Was my top end 2 Moonlight Afflictions? That card is bonkers in current meta. It does, honestly, like, I've been a advocate that that card is like pretty good, somewhere between good and busted for a while. But it only sees occasional play because like it does have kind of a constraint to it, right? Archetype needs like 10 additional cards that say Nightfall on them. I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to that.
Everything's in place. Behind ya.
And Diana is kind of bad right now. Yeah, I think Diana's pretty not great as a card. I could see that. I still build a version that can go to Diamond and Ranked to do well in best of threes. I mean, look, like, maybe that just says more about you. Maybe you're just cracked, dude. One of my friends just texted me asking if they could buy some of the Girl Scout cookies I bought off of me. Majin climbed the Masters with Mogwai decks. Yeah, but Mogwai created every deck, so that's not saying anything. Mogwai created everything. Praise be. Okay, if they have double wall up, I just lose. So I wonder, am I ever supposed to just open attack? I don't think so. Well, if I open attack and like they know I have both of these, right? Like, is there a world where I'm supposed to double wall up into Tusk Speaker? Because, like, this deck doesn't really have, like, disruption spells that I know of. I could be wrong, but I don't think they just main deck wall up and stuff. But if I spend all of my mana on Darius, we have a... What will this be, a 12-something? Sure, you know what? We'll just play the Darius. They don't have a way to burn me, so I think we can do this. Well, I guess they could have double Mystic Shot, but I don't think I can play around double Mystic Shot. I don't have any lines around double Mystic Shot. Wait, okay. What? Yeah, unfortunate.
Learn from this.
Numbers check this. After this game, I'll check this. It's my diamond list. Just be aware that I'm on a Smurf account, so I won't be able to actually play any of this. He'll double hit bicep. You know, the biggest issue with this deck is that I keep drawing Darius instead of, like, useful cards. And it's probably because I'm on 3 Darii. I think that's what we established from yesterday. We started with Nocturne Nico deck, and I realized that we could cut Nico and just go Freljord. The Nocturne Nico deck is something that, like, a few people have been looking at. Or at least last expansion they were. Not so much this one. Yeah, I mean, if we can find a way to make it work, I'm down. No attack from the Kelp Maid? Oh, right, these things can block. Yeah, that's right. I kind of forgot about that. Heaven's Aligned, the 1-drop spell gives me the 7 mana give Overwhelm so often, so I cut the 1 off I had earlier. I just feel like I don't like Heaven's Aligned. I just don't think it's a good card. Like, it can just give you the thing that you need the most, but there's also the chance that it gives you, like, actual garbage. And I think the statistics for amount of times it can give you garbage versus the amount of times it gives you a good card are not in your favor, and that's why I don't like it. What am I supposed to do? Curse enemies, I can't do that. I don't even know how I did it once. Attack with units that 4+ power. We can do that. Yeah, activated Nightfall when you most need it. I mean, like, that makes sense. The 1 mana burst speed. I just feel like I'd rather just be playing a different 1 mana burst speed card. if there are those. Not gonna lie, I like Winding Light, but it's so bad that it doesn't have Overwhelm itself. No, I think Winding Light is still a fine card. Like, as is, it's obviously not as good as it was, but I think Winding Light is still good. I still think Winding Light is good. See if you can approve it. Probably not, if I'm gonna be real. Like, I'll be real with you. I don't think I'll be able to. Okay, let's see. I feel like I would just be really sketched out not having, like, a top end. Like, personally, I would be more inclined to cut the Heavens Aligned for, like, a, like, 1 or 2 Winding Lights, right? Because, like, you do kind of want a way to end the game. I also am not convinced that this card is very good. It activates all your other Daybreak and Nightfalls. That's super cool. But I think without Ravoon on board to give it Daybreak and Nightfall, like giving it Spell Shield and Overwhelm, no Harrowing, no Winding Light seems bad. I don't think that having no Harrowing is a problem. I don't think that you necessarily need Harrowing in a deck like this, but I do think you need something to try to, like, close out games. As I said, most time I use Heaven Alliance, it gives me the 7 mana Winding Light, though. But, like, I feel like that's correlation causation is, like, I don't know, like, it's not correlation causation, but that's, like, the best example. You know what I mean? It's, like, because it happened a good number of times, doesn't mean it will always happen. And wouldn't you rather just have the guarantee that you're going to get your top end? Moonlight Affliction is a finisher, though. Read it carefully. I know what the card does. I'm just saying that, like, this card does nothing if you have, if you end up having, the, suppression in your hand, right? Like, granted, if you're at 7 mana and you have suppression, you can use the suppression as the Nightfall proc, and that's, like, really pog. Like, I do love that interaction. But at the same time, like, I don't know. I feel like... I just feel like... I like this card. Definitely keep this. Like, this is not the problem. Like, this is good. I like this. But, like, I just feel like you need, like, something else that actually closes the game out. You know what I mean? Like, this can close out games, but, like, we're only on 2 copies of Guardian. When you summon an Ephemeral Ally, granted, +1/+0. The main problem with Nightfall is the champions suck, and also most of the cards in the archetype suck. Yeah, like Diana, you know what? If you could give Diana Overwhelm, like, not even saying with, I'm not even talking about with Winding Light, but, like, if you could give them Overwhelm or Spell Shield with the new card that came out, where is it? You know which card I'm talking about? If you, like, had, this thing, Ruby-Eyed Conjurer, if you had some way to shove this in the deck, and, like, you could give, like, Diana or Nocturne Overwhelm or Spell Shield, like, and this is, you know, this doesn't care about, Nightfall or Daybreak. Like, if I were to try something different, right? Like, I don't know. I just feel like with, like, how power crept every card is now in the game, like, you can't afford to just have, like, naked 2/2 quick attack cards anymore. I also feel like we could We have enough 1-drops, I feel like. I feel like we could cut Boisterous. Like, you could cut Boisterous and you could put in, like 2 of this, right? Like, I'm okay with keeping the stand together. I probably wouldn't put this in the deck, but I'm not going to cut it because you seem like you really like this card enough to put it as a 1-of. And I think it's fine. Especially when you have, like, some cards that are pretty beefy. I don't know that we'd want to run the Self-Shackle card. Do you know which one I'm talking about? The Self-Shackle thing. Like, I feel like this card would even be kind of good, too. Like, if you weren't gonna run We Stand Together, I feel like you put in, like, something like Shepherd. Because, like, the 1-of weapon or just a buff on something that's, like, a consistent buff. Because also, keep in mind, weapons proc Nightfall, right? So, like, if we didn't do that, what else would we cut? I feel like this card, I don't like this card. Because I'm just thinking, like you don't really have ephemeral synergy in this, right? If you had Harrowing, that'd be one thing, but don't forget to have enough Nightfall activators. One mana costs are basically the best option. No, I know what you mean. This card is super good because not only is it itself a 1 cost, but also it gives you the Dust Petal. And then Solari Soldier is pretty good too. The problem you run into is, like, having good, like, 1-cost, like, burst speed options, which is what Heaven's Align is supposed to be. I just don't think that, like, a card that says do a random thing is very good in a game like this. Fearsome plus a grabber, going wide plus tempo with that card. I know what you're talking about, but I think, I guess the only thing I'd say to that is, like, is this card's tempo enough in the current meta, right? Like, granted, it has Fearsome and stuff, so, like, it gives you the Challenger thing, so, like, you could grab whatever blocker Gem has that's not, or that is able to block Fearsome, and leave all the formidable units, and they can't do anything about it. I can see that. But yeah, I mean, I think, like, other than, like, shoving in a card like Ruby-Dyed Conjurer or, like, maybe even Black Shield, which the only reason I would say Black Shield over, like, one of the better Spell Shield cards is because, like, not only is it a Nightfall activator, but Shackles is also a Nightfall activator. Like, it's a really bad thing to use as a Nightfall activator, but, like, it is a Nightfall activator, if nothing else. So like, that's what I would... In fact, just like, for the sake of this being, like, of the version of a deck that I would run, let's just do this. And I'll give the list back, just so that other people can look at it, if they really want. Moonlight is good to remove blockers, or just get rid of the enemy. Also, it's a Nightfall, watching it, which is needed for Diana. But yeah, that's what I would say about Nightfall. That's like the list that I would use if I were to try Nightfall today. It's definitely one of the better Nightfall units. Celestial Guardian? Yeah, I think it's a unit that you probably need to have as a 3-of. I just, in that list, did not see anything to cut for it. That was the big thing, is that, like, all the ratios felt like they were fine. I wasn't really sure how to cut something to put in one of the Celestial, other than, like, getting rid of the one of Black Shield. You need that Heaven's Align for better activation. You see, I just, like, I don't have enough hours on Nightfall to, like, disagree, but I just think that we're probably fine without it. Because then you just end up with a bricked card in your hand that you, like, probably don't want to play. Or you get lucky and it's a really good card that you do want to play. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying.
Timing is everything.
You know what? I'm not gonna block this. We're gonna technically take more damage. But, like, I can also try to use Pirouette. I honestly just feel like we lose. Animated Dino, how you doing today? Welcome, welcome.
Everything's in place.
You could build good versions with and without heavens. They just supplement with different stuff. Yeah, agreed. Unfortunately, I can't block that. But I think we're gonna be at a good point where I can, like, start to do stuff. Unhelpful Yoda, how you doing today? Welcome, welcome. You know, technically, if I wanted to play around that card, we could just give me a deck to get masters. Gem. Gem is the deck to do it. That's what I did. What's that? Galio, Elder Dragon, Morgana. It's probably one of the most busted decks in the game right now. Two mana, 2/3 elusive guy. You want 1, 2, or 3 copies of that? Honestly, without, like, putting, like, hours into that deck, I wouldn't be able to tell you. That's the one I stole from a guy in casuals. If you want, like, the, like, definitive version of it to build, here's that. Wait, don't I just, like, clear your whole board? Aren't we now just on top deck wars, friend? Thanks. Yeah, no problem. That is the deck that I use to get masters, and the game plan's, like, really easy. Like, it's pretty much just play everything on curve. Like, I need to deal damage, but I can't take 6 to the face. You know what I mean? I don't think they hit a Rek'Sai yet, so this might be a Pike. Maybe it is a Rek'Sai. Yep, and whenever you are scared of spells, play a Curse of Suppression. Yeah, no, exactly. Alright, this is stupid. I really wish I could play, Lurk. But unfortunately, they don't really give you a good enough collection for it. There's one deck that gets you Masters fast. Yeah, Galio, Elder Dragon, Morgana. Maybe we should have tossed the Elegant Edge. Timo Yumi Elusives. That deck is pretty good too. I just don't know that I think it's a better deck than Galio Elder Dragon, but I guess it probably has less things that people are trying to counter it with in the meta right now. You know what I mean? Like, there's probably less decks that are trying to beat that because of Galio Elder Dragon.
I bring music and war. Time to dance.
They're trading this? Okay. The mirror match of someone rage quit. Nice, nice. Yeah, some decks are just tilting, even when you play against them. Oh, please develop. Actually, I'd rather you not develop a Zed. If that's, like, cool. I'd rather that happen. Is just, like, you just, like, pass back or something. Okay, Green Glade Duo, that's fine.
Says you.
They'll never see us coming.
Gonna say, what's your plan with that one, bud? Alright, so we're gonna play Ichor, or, I'm sorry. I call this thing by its curse. Oh, I was wondering how I was completing the curse thing. And then I remembered that we have, this thing. If it hits the Nexus, it curses the opponent. Cake, how you doing today? All through Gold, I faced lots of people playing Puff Caps, beat them all, but they tried. Hey, I mean, like, Puff Caps is a deck that, like, has good matchups right now, I think. And that's why I think a lot of people are playing it. I will say that I don't actually know what the matchup table looks like for it, but I do know that that's why a lot of people are playing it. Like, if I go back to, Mastering Runeterra, and we go to matchup tables, it's Caitlyn Teemo, right? That's what you're talking about? It doesn't do good into the main deck in the meta, but it does good into the other two. I really wish I had a second Omen Hawk. Sorry, baby was playing on the keyboard. Hey, no problem. Baby is allowed to play away. Maybe I'm supposed to play this thing instead of the Gnar. Well, if I play Gnar Elegant Edge, they kind of have to block next turn, right? I was lurking? Hey, I mean, look, I appreciate any amount of support. Alright. I mean, like, if they have the thing, then we die anyway. If they have the 1-mana buff spell, we're dead anyway. Okay, they don't have it. Which means they don't have a way to, win, I don't think, this, next turn. Not without some kind of, like, drain or something. I'm pretty sure developing is correct.
If we seek forgiveness, we must commit all. Our purpose calls to us, we cannot turn away. This is my only chance.
Oh, we win. Oh, cool. I don't know if they see it, but we have the Pokey Stick's gonna cost 0. And then this is gonna start dealing 2. And this thing costs 6, so... SI, Nightfall, Burn card, and Standard still? No. You're talking about, Doom Beast? No, it's not. How you doing today, Sky Doll? Alright, I have to, get some water and stuff. So I'll be right back. Dude, I think that's the first time I've actually won with Ichor. What is that you get 2 damage from? I'll show you in a second. Let me, you know, I'll be right back in a minute. I'll just, you know, I'll put this up on screen so you can see. And then I'll BRB. Alright, now I'll BRB. Okay, there you go. This is the card. So what happened here, Yoda, was, Red Barbed Razor Mace, when he hits the Nexus, he curses you with Ichor. And Ichor is a 3-mana spell that gets put in the opponent's hand. That is, at round start, you take 1 damage. When Ichor strikes a second time, it will put a second one of these in hand, but instead of taking up 2 spots in your hand, it just combines them into a 6-mana deal 2. So that's what happened. Let me catch up on the chat. You're talking about the spell, Unspeakable Horror? No, so that card got rotated, I'm pretty sure, and you can only get it from a, Nocturne. I love that card besides Nightfall. I'm a sucker for Ash LeBlanc. I like Ash. I am not a huge fan of Ash LeBlanc. Like, I'll play Spooky Ash until the Heat Death of the Universe, but Ash LeBlanc, I don't know. It's an okay deck. I don't think it's bad. I just prefer Spooky Ash. 7-mana Reckoning. They rotated onto Dusk, or whatever, so it's rough. Yeah. I played Ash Sejuani and Ash Cat Sedge, so my Ash LeBlanc with Sivir in Noxus Shurima. Yeah. I did play Ash Sejuani when that was a deck. I did like it. Like, I like the archetype. I think my issue is that I don't get the, what's that word that people use? Results. I don't get the results that I'm looking for. Actually, the heat death of the universe is an asymmetrical process, and you wouldn't be able to play right up to that point.
Explosives primed.
Well, you know what? Even if that was the case, patrons, even if that was the case, I would still do it anyway, because that's how much I like Ash. I tried playing Titanic Ash. I tried playing just Ash. I've tried playing Beat Down That Ash. I've tried it all, alright? LeBlanc dies to Mystic Shot, therefore bad Kappa. Terrarius, how you doing today? Alright, we're gonna burb it up. Bird up. Watch this be a Brittle Steel into an attack on this dude. Well, no Brittle Steel. Remember when Ash Sejuani was so good they had to nerf Trifarian Assessor? Yeah, no, I do. Don't you worry about that. Ash LeBlanc is really meta dependent. Yeah, no, I agree. Man, this is a really sucky attack, but it also means next turn we get a stupidly big Saurian. We're gonna get a really stupidly big something else too. Holy shit. Oh, I can't, you know what? I can't do anything else this turn, so let's just, cock block the Ash. Numbers loves Ash so much, but is a one-trick Darius top lane player. Is Ash a top lane? I think it's less that I'm a Darius top lane one-trick, and more that I only know how to play top lane. It's the only thing I've done, Sleeper. I don't think you understand. Anti-meta deck that feeds on Demacia mid-range in Elder format, that deck kind of sucks. Yeah. No, I think that's a good way to put it. I use Ash LeBlanc in a Jinx TF Fizz meta tech right before to beat them. Nice. Dude, nice. Alright, let's kill that Ash. Ash is a support or ADC. Gotcha. So you could not just play Ash top lane then. I've told you guys that I bought an Ash statue, right? Like a really nice Ash statue. I will bring it up one more time on stream because I'm upset that it still hasn't arrived. Okay. This is what I bought, y'all. This is the Ash statue I bought. Look how great that looks. It looks so good. Like look at the detailing, bro. It's so good. I'm sorry, opponent. I'm trolling you. My first champ pick was Ash. Yeah, it's great. That's really high quality. Yeah. Rockstar, how you doing today? Top lane Ash dies to pretty much everything. It's so funny how little I know about about League of Legends, all things considered. They don't have board wipes anymore. 7, 8, 9. They could have, I think this deck is running, like... I just came to say hi. Well, hello. Hi. I hope you are doing well today. There is definitely a chance that they have Buried in Ice. I don't think it's a common... If anything, it's like a one of in that list, but, like, in the event that they could potentially have it... Also, the only other thing we lose to is them having a Harsh Winds. So, like, we might as well just develop to force them to use mana. Modern Ash LeBlanc list, I need your opinions. I will do that in a bit. You're gonna have to give me a little bit on that, though. Okay, can I win this turn? Because they still have Harsh Winds mana up, which probably means Decisive Maneuver doesn't really help me much. I also started making a deck. Nice. What kind of deck were you making? Jinx Elder? Interesting.
Useless pawn.
Okay, well, they can't have Harsh Winds anymore. So, I guess we're gonna slap this thing around. I still think... Oh my god, they're at 1. They're at 1. And I don't know that I have a way to deal one more unless I draw another one of these. That is quite tragic, though. Just to be sure. Okay, yeah. It is definitely better to do this. Yi Nami deck? So, like, Master Yi is just one of those cards that, like, he definitely needs something. Like, he needs something bad. Which deck does Ash LeBlanc currently counter? And do you need 1 7-mana Reckoning or skip on it? I thought Reckoning was rotated. I mean, I could obviously be wrong on that, but I thought it was. We need to do this to try to draw a Tusk Speaker. I mean, drawing him is good, too.
I'll show you how it's done.
Unmoved.
Nami Yi Avatar? Nice. Okay, this is kind of what I meant, is, like, I needed to, like, force something out here.
I whisper truth.
Because if I don't force, like, something, they might be able to do that on my Saboteur. Cool. Okay, we win. I don't see how they stop this unless they somehow have healing in that deck, which I don't think they do.
Explosives prime. Guide our allies, my friend.
Maybe Gnar Darius, but that's it. Oh, as to, like, what it beats.
They'll never see it coming. Behind ya.
Sweet. I didn't think they had healing in that list, but you never know. Let's see. Look, if I could get... I think I want this series to end when I hit Masters, or, like, when I at least get to a comfortable enough place where I feel like I could get to it. Hitting Masters with this deck could be kind of hard if, like, I just don't run into good matchups. This is a problem. I should have, like, really good odds to hit, like, a decent one-drop. And yet, like, I instead draw 3 spells that are going to be unplayable to me. Like, I could have just kept the 2 2-drops, but I think going for a 1-drop is usually better. Or at the very least, going for a different 2-drop than what we drew. Like, this is not a bad 2-drop, but, like, I'd really rather, do I trade that? No. Definitely not. Not when I have this hand. You can always go for the heavy unit version I sent you. But the problem of the one you sent me is it has cards I can't play, like 3 copies of Gnar, and the bird that I can't craft. So, unfortunately, it's kind of a moot point. Alright, let's keep our... No, you know what? Actually, if they don't kill this to block this, we're fine. We're chilling. I'm really surprised they're trading this. There's a world where, like, we have so many spells in hand that we should have tried to keep one of these units alive. But Jinx aggro or Annie Jin? Well, if I look at the matchup table, does one have, like, noticeably better stats into something? Not that I can see, because, I don't see. You can climb with, either or, they accomplish the same thing. Yeah, no, I mean, like, they're both, at the end of the day, they're both aggro decks. I think Annie Jin might have better matchups just because it does have the ability to go a bit more, like, top-endy. But... Man, this sucks. I have to do this just to kill this thing. It depends. Jinx aggro have a lot more removal, and Jinx Annie have a lot of pressure. Yeah. See, I thought they would do this, but I don't know that, like, really accomplishes much. I'm gonna be real with you. I think Annie Jin is better because of Junior. Bro! Oh my lord! We're 10 cards into this deck, and I've drawn 3 spells. Or 3 units. Anyone want to explain to me how this is possible? When, like, I'm against a deck that needs... No, you know what? No. We're not doing this shit right now. This is getting through, and you're gonna like it. I need value somehow. Every time I play a Blob Tribunal, I draw Infinite every time. Oh, God. This is what I call a low roll. Bro, like, I am so tilted. I am so beyond tilted.
The whole world will know my name.
We are so far beyond the realm of tilted, bro. I just want to play the video game. For the love of God, if this isn't, like, Darius or some shit, I'm gonna lose it. You're lucky you're cute. But also, if this is a Mordekaiser, okay. I mean, it's not a Mordekaiser. That's not better, though. You know what? This isn't worth my time. This is stupid, is what it is. It's actually just, like, horseshit. I don't have better words for it. Fizz is better because he's harder to remove, in my opinion. Fizz is harder to remove, but you have to be way more careful about how you play with Fizz. Because the problem with Fizz is that if you play Fizz with, like, the expectation that you will draw spells, and then you don't have any, then, like, you're kind of just praying that your opponent thinks you have spells. It's like you really have to be good at, like, you know, debating them, but... Ash, P, and Z... Hold on. Is Homie playing... Wait. Is this the Crystal Ice printer deck that Homie just queued into ranked with? Is Homie trying to get their freezes?
I have my orders.
I can't think of what else this would be.
They'll never see.
Robin Juan Percy.
Knocked and ready.
It's Yodolski printer? Yeah. Let him finish his quest. Hey, I'm not gonna stop him from completing his quest, alright? If it makes you feel any better, I only see 1-cost units, 1 out of 10 games playing Siren Song decks during Siren Song meta. I wish it made me feel better. I really do. But now I'm just sad for both of us.
Faster than my arrow?
I think not.
Swiftly now.
You know what's really funny? Yudelsky can kill this Ash. Aw, just kidding. Not my best idea. Not my best strat, but man, would it have been funny. Interesting. We actually do want to keep these back just to block their Ash. What is he doing? I don't know. He's cooking. Cooking is the only word I can use to describe what is happening on our screen right now. I'll have words, man. Also, I literally forgot. No, honestly, I can tank the 5. It's whatever. I went up earlier to get water for my cup that's like down here. But I forgot that I have a cup, or a bottle of water that I'm drinking right now. Maybe it's a Kiss a Homie printer deck. You know, you never know. I'm hoping that if he is cooking, he burnt the food. I like that. Check his deck after the game. Yeah. Big oof not having the harsh winds, by the way. I feel like that's Riot being like, hey, We messed up that last game. Sorry. Alright. Alright. What the hell? Why does it have this on the front? Alright, Omen Hawk, interesting. So we've got Buried in Ice. We have 3 times Winter's Breath. I'm gonna guess Winter's Breath has to be a, an elemental spell for this thing. Okay, can we just talk about the fact, though, that they're on all of these, like, Frostbite cards, but they're only on 2 Frozen in Fear? I feel like if you're gonna be on all the Frostbites, you should be on 3 of this, right? This has to be just to complete the quest, right? Like, there's no shot this was meant to be, like, an actual deck. Click their profile? Nah, it's too late. Maybe they don't own 3? That's true, but I don't think it's an epic card, right? Winter's Breath is elemental? Gotcha. To be honest with you guys, it hasn't felt like we've played 37 games of ranked. It really doesn't felt like we've played this much ranked, but then yet again, I guess, like, I guess we have been doing this for, like, 4 days in a row. Alright, I mean, I kind of want to keep this, but also I'd rather just, like, have... I think the best way to beat this deck out is to just get, your Omen Hawks and your Dulskis early. And then, like, just draw into really big units that they can't, like, continue to pressure. And win before turn 10. Because if it gets to turn 10, you just lose. I think this is also the version we're supposed to be, like, really favored against. I don't think Karmaset has a good matchup into us, the Freljord version. The PNZ version, I think, like, Shreks us, but... I think this is the Bug Abuse deck. I even think there were bugs in this deck. All I'm going to say is I have built dumber shit, so I can't judge. No, that's fair. I've definitely also built dumber shit. Definitely cannot complain. You have good matchups into both? I thought I didn't have a good matchup into, it's Junior and High Show. I think that bug has been fixed, like, a while ago. I could be wrong, but... Alright. Honestly, even if we get, Entombed, it doesn't, like, do a lot. Because, like, they can't win in the next 2 turns, so... You know what? You want to try to block this? Go for it, friend. I just want to, like, guarantee some kind of Nexus strike. Which it looks like we won't be able to do, but I can keep the doggo alive. And then Pokey Stick next turn. And that's how Junior is supposed to work with High Show reduced first, and it would be below 3. Junior makes it 3. But then wouldn't the opponent want to be on Junior? High show only affect the first card played each round. I think I want to pokey stick this thing. Or do I want to just pokey stick their face, honestly?
Pokey, pokey.
An Icequake next turn is actually kind of scary for us, by the way. The bug is that Junior makes the spell cost permanent 3 mana that turn, even if you used up the high show ability. Oh, interesting. I see. I mean, they have 6 cards. I believe Grappler uploaded a video about it recently. Interesting. Very interesting.
Survival through savagery.
Do I even need to do this? He's a Black Knight enjoyer? No. He just really likes Burger King. That's what it is. I mean, honestly... Yeah, you know what? We probably should just do this. At least neither Nico Elder Dragon Demacia or Ionia Demacia sound worth enough to abuse it. Does Nico Elder Dragon even... Okay. No, wait. Oh, you're saying either Nico Demacia or Elder Dragon Demacia. Well, I mean, Elder Dragon Demacia, you know, is a thing. I remember playing Black Knight and Shaman. Those were the days. I actually stopped playing Hearthstone before Black Knight was like... No, you know what? Actually, I'm thinking of the wrong card. Black Knight was the Destroy a Taunt unit, right? That was like classic Hearthstone. I never really used Black Knight much.
Where there is life, there is hope.
A warrior needs a drumbeat.
Yeah, you don't want to play a high show to mana cheat the 2 mana suppression card? What, are you crazy, Durs? You wouldn't want to do that? You could play Champion Strength. Champion Strength Hyso in a gem. Come on, think about it. Sounds pretty pog to me. I don't know about you. Like, this is the point where we're probably going to lose. Because we spent a lot of time, like, playing around them having certain stuff that, like, they just didn't end up having. Oh. I don't know what happened. It looked really bad for us. But I'm not going to ask questions. As a patron enjoyer, hey, I enjoy patrons too. He's a great guy, great in the community. Love that dude. For those of you who don't know, Infinite Patrons, I'm like 90% sure he said his name is based off of Grim Patron Warrior from Hearthstone. For those who don't understand that joke. And if you don't know who Infinite Patrons is, then you're not a real numbers fan. It's for real, for real. Are you just playing Overwhelm deck? Can't believe it's doing so well. Yeah, I mean, Gnar Darius is one of the best decks in the format. It's not, like... I think it's a tier 1 deck. It has really good matchups into, like, a lot of the other decks. I don't know if it has a good matchup into this, but... Look in the book. And a cat in the lap. Everyone, get in here! Everyone, get in here! Ha-ha! Pile on! Ha-ha! Pile on! There was this great website, that used to be called, I think it was called everyonegetinhere.com. It got taken down, because the dude just, like, couldn't keep it up anymore. But it was just, like, a cookie clicker game where you click on the screen and something happens. But every time that it happened, it would be a Grim Patron Warrior quote. If I could... Maybe the Wayback Machine still has it. Hold on.
Doors to adventure.
Hold on. Have you heard the Patron song?
Control.
Let's see. Is this still a website? No. Okay, hold on. What we're going to do... Copy. And we're going to go to the Wayback Machine. Also, Hollow Brawls, thank you so much for the follow. Okay. Hold on, chat. Hold on. I'll get to this in a second, I promise. Just give me 1 second here. And to answer the question on if this is better to climb with or Yumi Teemo, I think it really depends on your playstyle. Yumi Teemo kind of becomes more like a combo deck where, like, it can be elusive aggro, but, like, it can also just turn into a combo deck of trying to win with,
Let us take a peek at life beneath the waves.
of trying to win with, what's it called?
Easy does it.
You are no Kinku.
Oh dear. I was
It's 6 mana, or you take 2 damage a turn. Okay, hold on. If I remember right, this website's super loud, so you're gonna have to give me a second before I click on anything, but... I want to at least show you guys this, because this was one of my favorite old Hearthstone things. Actually, we'll wait until this game's over.
Noxians are not the monsters they make us out.
Yumi Teemo is what a balanced paper fold deck would look like, but it's still not balanced. Oh, I see what you're saying. I don't know how you win, buddy, if I'm going to be real with you.
Blind for Noxus.
They can kill this thing, but, like, they need to get rid of this. They need to hit a banging card off that portal right now. That's the neat part.
We march. Say, listen. What do you say?
Okay, if they spend 2 mana, we win anyway, which is really funny. Or, I'm sorry, if they spend 3 mana. If they spend 3 mana, we win anyway. Well, that's the thing, right? Is force them to use the mana.
Done well. Noxus is proud.
All right, chat. We have a few games more before Masters, but let me show you this since we're talking about Hearthstone real quick. Let me show you guys this. This was... For those of you who are not familiar with the Wayback Machine, it lets you go way back in time, so long as someone has saved the website. And so the way that this works is that this was basically a cookie clicker game, right? Also, headphone warning, because I don't know how loud this is going to be. If I remember right, this was a super loud website.
Everyone, get in here!
All right, I think I can turn this down, actually.
Everyone, get
And as you can tell, every so often, one would pop out and say, haha, pile on. There you go, that's that website. I'm glad I got to share this with y'all. I'm glad we got to relive this experience. I hope everyone's eardrums are still working. Because I know mine sure as hell aren't. Actually, wait. I'm actually supposed to take a break because of an ad break. So let me go to the bathroom and I'll be right back. How to crash your PC 101? Get in here! No, not get in here. I'm trying to use the bathroom. Don't get in here. Please. Please, don't get in here.
winter's claw strikes.
Wow, look at that. I was muted the whole time.
The winter's claw.
I was pretty sure I hit the button, too. So I don't know why it stayed muted, but... But yeah, no, I was saying Everglade Stalker, or... I said Everglade Stalker, not Evershade Stalker, but I don't know which one it is. I'm gonna assume that you probably looked it up. Do they have a way to kill 2 units? No. They killed Doggo, they are monsters, I know. What beasts? I don't think they have any way to address 2 Ichors, like, efficiently. Neverglade is the 5 mana drain 1.
I shall show them what
Gotcha.
it is to fall.
Overwhelm is as close to Gem as Elusive is? How do you mean?
Own your frailty.
I don't really want to get Vengeance tier, so I think I'm gonna do... I'm just gonna develop, like, these units.
If I'm forgotten, then no.
Well, I'm pretty sure that unit costs 4. That gives you the thingy, so... Wow, another one. They really hate these doggos.
Pain must be felt. Into the dark.
You'll see me.
We could have ordered this attack differently to have these at the beginning. But, I think I need to, like... I need to force them to spend mana to address these. Specifically, I need to force them to use cards to address these so that, like, something like Darius can stick.
Flow from the first lands.
My axe is ready.
My ass is ready. There's the Vengeance that we were worried about, but, like, could never really do anything about. Well, they're not going to attack in with this, I don't think. Not at 1 mana.
Are you prepared?
Now, the big problem becomes if they have a second vengeance. Because if they have second vengeance, I don't think I can win this match. Sorry that I'm, like, not super talkative as normal right now. I'm, like, really trying to focus. We are, like, 2 games away from Masters.
Pain must be
So I'm, like,
felt.
trying to not make aggressive misplays right now.
You leave me no other choice.
I just need them to not be able to play Mordekaiser and get 2 Morganas this turn, because we definitely lose the game if that happens. Excuse me.
Truth binds you.
Okay, so that's not great. I think we lose this. Unfortunately. Like, I don't really have a way to stop this attack. Because this is going to chain this thing, and then we only have 2 blockers. If I play this, the Gnar will get chained instead.
Share in my curse.
You need to grab one of these 2, I think, with the... yeah. I mean, honestly, like, we're probably better off actually just playing the Battle Fury on this thing. Because I don't think they have a way to give something +3 power. So, if we just go ahead and do this, then this Mordekaiser dies. They can hate spike it, but it still dies. Before I go to sleep, I'll drop my Fearsome deck here. Alright, we'll take a look at it. It probably will be after that you go to sleep that we can actually take a look at it. Because I am trying to, like, grind these games out.
Feel my pain.
I think that was the only way we can potentially win this game. By the way. Was that Battle Fury. But, like, then the problem is that, like, this Gnar kind of does nothing in this attack. Yeah, I can't win this matchup, I don't think. Yeah, not if that's my last draw. I can, like... No, because this is going to get stunned by the Morgana. Yeah. I actually can't win. Alright. Actually, no, I need to see. Are we, like, done with Shurima? I'm not done with Shurima yet. Close, but no. What's these? What are we doing with quests right now? Quests, we have none. Okay. Like, I don't really think Garen Elder Dragon Elites is, especially, like, a worse version of that deck that we have, is, like, that useful. Am I gonna be real? I don't think that's gonna help us. Are you winning, son? I mean, like, technically we are winning more games than we're losing, but I'd be hard pressed to say that, like, we are, like, doing well. Especially when our frickin' early game consists of 3 spells in a deck that is spell hate. Like, literally half the cards in this deck just hate spells.
I heard the war song in the waves.
Really? No 1 or 2 drop? This might be okay then, if they have no 1 or 2 drop. That does nothing.
Explosives primed.
Sure, friend, you can get your 3 in. I kind of don't want to play the Gnar, because I want to be able to have mana up to play a spell. But now I'm thinking I kind of have to play the Gnar. But I mean, man, if that was their play, yeah, we're developing Gnar. I can't think of anything that's scary coming from them other than Bird, the two mana 0/3.
No one is beyond my reach. No one. Ugh, why delay the inevitable? I saw right through that.
I feel like you take less damage if you do it this way, yeah.
The way still.
Okay. I think it's, instead of developing Darius, it's attack, because, like, developing Darius kind of opens us up to getting, like, Morgana'd. Good night, everyone. Have a good night, Brawl. Thank you for stopping by. I do appreciate you being here. Wow, this is a really good stun. Funny thing is that even if they have a strike spell, it can kill the bird. And then they actually keep 3 health. But that's it. Man, this is like... Man, I swear, if the next 3 cards I draw are all spells, I am going to lose it. I am going to lose it. Okay. I didn't get a 1-drop, but, like, honestly, like, it's okay. A 1-drop would be nice, but is not necessarily a requirement.
I bring music and war. My son's ends.
This land is ours.
Okay. Pog. Maybe it's just correct to attack in like this.
Nothing standing.
And keep the 3 mana up. I think we keep up the Whirling Death and do this. They need to have a unit that's kind of like along the lines of the, oh, what's that card called? Give It All. They need to have a unit that's like, all spells on me are permanent, or something like that. Okay, so if I just go for this guy, we'll be at 6, 7, 8, 9 mana next turn. Which means that I can cast Battle Fury on something, but I don't think casting Battle Fury on something, like, wins me the game next turn, so... I think this is the correct line. That being said, we're probably just developing units like this. Because I don't think they have much that's scary in the way of, like, clearing this board.
I make it my business to know the odds.
Like, we could develop another Saurian, but I think it's better to do this into the Whirling Death. Like, we have so much damage.
The winter's
Alright, so this is technically exact lethal.
You cannot win.
Something I said.
Hello, Sir X. How you doing today? Silverhawk, how you doing today? Welcome, welcome. We are doing all right. We are just running into more Karma set players, which is just always fun. Just always fantastic. Really trying to decide if they should cast this spell. We'll put them on 5, just because it lets us keep a bigger board. I'm peeling a tangerine, and it squirted juice in my eyes, so this is a bad omen if I've ever seen one. Well, it kind of seems like you didn't see it, because, you know, you had juice in your eye. Kind of seems like you maybe don't see it. And that might be your problem. Life. Has school started back up for you, Silverhawk? I think we just have to develop. It's like...
Want a piece of me? Line starts.
They can kill this, I guess. But then Set has 1 health.
In the ring.
I think the problem is that they're gonna have a lot of cards. Classes just started today. Oh, nice. Well, how do they feel so far? What'd you learn? A Whirling Death would actually be kind of poggies.
Leave nothing standing.
The problem is that, like, developing one of these isn't better than just using Battle Fury in this particular moment. Like, look, at this point, they have to do something.
Let's throw down.
Oh, okay, they're just gonna go to exact lethal. Okay. I learned my senior design group is cool. Okay, now when you say your senior design group is cool, do you mean like they're actually cool? Or like you're gonna end up doing all the work in your group project? Cool. Because, you know, that's a thing. We both have learned that's a thing. Alright, last game, and then we're probably done with this Smurf for a while. Actually cool, I will not do all of it. Oh, good. That's cute that you're telling yourself that now. That's great, you know. I'm glad that you think that. Janna, Seraphine, Set. Like, I mean, we can win this matchup. We literally just did it, but like, it's gonna be tough, especially if they just constantly have removal. I know 2 of the 4 they are good. Okay, okay. I will say that there's been like, throughout the entire time I was in college, there was like 2 times ever where I did a group project where like there was another person who was actually good.
I have my orders.
And it was wild to me. Alright, so if they have removal, they're only going to have a removal thing for the speaker. I think we actually want to go for Doggo. Because they don't have a card that removes Doggo.
Sam thinks I'm all sparkle, huh? Well, maybe. Whoa, you sound great.
Because honestly, if our units are just too big for them to remove with spells, like they still have recalls and stuff, but if there's a group project in my 2 BS business classes, they are going to be all me. That's fair.
A warrior needs
It's a drum beat. A warrior needs a drum beat. Let's see. So, we could have pirouetted there. I don't think there was a good reason to, though. Alright, that's good that the... 7 mana, like, They will probably have like recalls. They could also have Mystic Shot or the 3 mana Aftershock. That is definitely a possibility, yeah. Not a whole lot I can do about it. But there's also not a whole lot that they can then do about just this attack. Like, they can probably kill this thing, but okay, nothing.
Fill your lungs and cry, Janna.
I'm debating if I want to just, like, do this pirouette just to get them to 10. I don't think it's good, though. Like, I think pirouette is probably good enough to, like, keep for a different turn. Like, maybe even we do it this turn. If we, like, really wanted to. Well, I wonder what they're gonna take. I wonder what that could possibly be.
Acorn! I knew I should have gotten a cat.
Unfortunate that I can't do, like, anything about this. My hand is actually, like, ass. Okay, and that makes me kind of happy that I didn't go for the pirouette play. Because it seems like there would have been no reason to do that. Well, I hope we like Darius without keywords. Because
Storm unrelenting.
that's what's about to happen. Darius saved the day. I mean, what I could do instead of doing Darius, is we could play this into pirouette and decisive.
For me, the spirit dance.
I think this is better. Because if we play Darius, he just gets his keywords removed. And then he's just a 7/7. If we do this play, they have a harder time addressing this board.
The Zephyr heralds the squall. In you, I see my will made manifest.
Janna, your wind makes my burdens lighter.
Okay.
Beat the drum.
Your wickedness shall not prosper.
Let's see if they also have a deny, I guess. How far is Janna along? 4 out of 8. Mystic Shot and a recall. So we know they have one Explorer card in hand.
My song ends.
So, like, this hand is actually not super scary at the moment. Because, like, they have... It's 2 Explorer cards and then something else.
Storm unrelenting.
Okay, now it's a much scarier hand, by the way. Janna's gonna level. Seraphine's gonna level. This is really not great for us.
The time for calm has passed. Now the tempest awakens.
That was great!
Wow. Talk about a movie, though. We want to talk about movies. Holy shit.
Men die.
I cast thee out.
Disown your ill intent.
I think 6 is scary enough that they could kill us from 6. So let's block with Yadolski.
The winter's claw.
The problem is I know they took 2 of this Explorer thing. So it's like one of those situations where if they don't cast it right now, I kind of have to open attack. Yeah, see? It'd be great if I had a way to buff this thing's health. Oh, they actually took the heal. Okay, so that means I can play Darius.
Let this draft guide your hand.
Blood for Noxus. My
If only we had one more mana.
hand of Noxus.
I really need them to not draw anything useful. Nine mana? What could 9 mana be? Okay.
My tempest shall punish the wicked.
The winter's claw.
Strong as waves.
Not another step.
Okay. This kind of works.
Sing it with me now.
Unmoved.
Well, wait, I'm not even dead like this, but... I mean, I'm probably dead
Against me.
if I don't do this.
Sorry, Papa.
I can't believe Seraphine created that card. I can't believe it. I am actually so upset. I mean, I can't really play around bullshit, you know what I mean? Like, and that's what's happening to us right now. What an unfortunate last game, though.
Face the whirlwind.
A fight.
Masters yet? Well, this would be the last game, but unfortunately, I think we're gonna lose. Like, we are holding on for dear life, but yeah, they need like one thing and then we lose. So now we're 2 games away again. Which is just unfortunate to like get into like the counter matchup. Because I don't think that's a good matchup for us. I could be wrong. I don't think it is. Someone can correct me if I am wrong on that. Dude, getting a Kai'Sa's Pog, though. I would love to play Kai'Sa. I think I yeeted all my resources away to where, like, we probably can't build a Kai'Sa deck, but boy, would that be cool. I just want to see, what are our Shurima cards? And do we have any of the Kai'Sa cards? Not really, no. I don't know how much of her stuff is, like, buildable. Kai'Sa's not really the champ we were looking for, by the way, but... I guess now that I have, like, a good number of these to 8, and... yeah, I think we're just gonna go and start doing Bandle. Just so we can start getting some rewards. We might just play Bandle all the way to 8. But the problem we run into is, like, with Bandle being at 8, or with Bandle being the way it is, we don't get double XP on it, so it's going to be much longer to actually get that leveled up. This should be winnable. Man, this is a good hand, too. You don't get double? Don't tell me what to do. I resent that.
Oh, if mushrooms could talk. I'm a peddler, not a meddler.
I'm a meddler, not a peddler.
Well, what have we here?
Well, what do we have here? Okay, you know what? Actually, we're gonna let this Caitlyn think she can attack.
Let's investigate.
And then, boom, hit her with a doggo. Good luck.
I've always been a fun guy.
You think you're cute, huh? Nah, man. This dog ain't dying.
Now we wait.
I mean, Caitlyn doesn't die either, but, like... the doggo's alive. And that's kind of all that matters.
This land is ours.
This is such a good card, by the way.
Secure me tail, start the day.
Leave nothing standing.
Manners?
Aye, would a mushroom help?
Okay.
Exactly said.
And the funny thing is that Teemo still doesn't do anything because we have Omen Hawk. We have a 5/5 Omen Hawk now, so if they do develop Teemo, we just get to do the funny. I mean, good luck, Captain. They could have harsh winds or something, but I think we have to go for the open attack to prevent them from developing something scarier. Temple was a weird play. It's interesting that they have Temple at all. But then again, Temple's just broken, so it makes sense. Damn it. That was like the one thing you were not supposed to kill. You had two other very perfectly good targets. I probably should have just played this just to increase the odds even more. Because now we're going to get, like, dumpstered. Yeah. It's going to be very unfortunate. But they're going to do this attack, and then they're going to Karina. But on the plus side, there is a good chance that,
Hot on the
I don't know why you do the Caitlyn now. I feel like if you were gonna Caitlyn, you should have done it on the attack.
Here's my calling card.
I do think I have to just attack. This is supposed to be a good matchup, but not when, like... I don't know, maybe I misplayed. I don't think I misplayed, but maybe I did.
Yordles in uniform do like a lump.
Don't you dare kill anything.
Closing in on the mark. No backup needed.
I swear to God, if they have harsh winds again...
Behind ya.
3 times over.
Would a mushroom help?
Thankfully, this is still lethal.
They grow up so fast.
I feel like if they had a freeze, they would have just done it. I don't understand why they did it this way. But sure. I feel like, I don't know, man. I just feel like this wasn't the better play. But, like, I mean, obviously we lost to it, so...
Now we win.
Because now we just lose. Yeah, I'm just over this. Alright, this is the last game that I'm going to tilt Q, and then we're going to take a breather. I don't think I misplayed that game. Maybe I did, but I don't think so. Like, if I had developed a Saboteur that one turn, like, I think we still got, like, dumpstered. I don't think that made the difference.
No one's the wiser. Everything's in bloom.
If I lose this one, I'm gonna take a breather and probably, like... Maybe we'll do, like, the challenges, since we do need to complete those on this account.
The bite doesn't hurt, but the venom sure does. Fang's turn.
This land is ours.
Man, what an unfortunate hand from opponent, though. If this is how they were beginning the match. You're gonna have to trade your units into...
Just like I taught you.
Yeah, I mean, even still.
The winter
Behind ya.
Like, even still, this is,
Fang?
not really great for you. It's so unfortunate if this is their hand, though. It's just these two things that are playable. Like, what does that mean? 3 Jins? Yeah, I mean, I probably would have done the same thing, honestly. At this rate. At this rate, I probably would have done the same thing. Alright, I need to see... We need to see what this thing is. Is it really just this? Oh, we got a free wild card. Like, are there, like, significantly better cards that I could be on that I'm not? Like, I don't think 2 of this is that great, but also, like... I mean, I think the list is probably fine. We probably don't need to change the list. It's just, like, super unfortunate that, like, despite this being what our deck looks like with the curve, we only draw this is very tilting. Overwhelm doesn't run much burn stuff yet. Yeah, like, not, like, normally. I think some versions of this deck were on Fervor. Like, the most burn you have is, like, the Ichors, the Tusk Speaker, which deals 1 on play, and then Pirouette, which can deal 1. Some people used to be on Fervor, I think, for this list. I could be wrong. I could see if there's people who have been on it lately. But, Cardboard Monka, how you doing today? Yeah, I mean, this is, like, the list that people are on. Just, I had to change some cards up just so that it was cards that we own. There is someone who's on 1 copy of Fervor who has a pretty decent win rate. But they also cut a lot of the Noxus 1-drops. In fact, they cut all of the Noxus 1-drops in order to play Elixir of Iron and the Three Sisters. Well, we have the Three Sisters. But they also have a Brothers Bond. That version looks super greedy. Alright, I guess I'm just gonna not change anything. I mean, let's just see real quick the what this looks like over the course of the entire season. Yeah, it's still just this. Yeah. No, it's like the lists aren't that different if you change from current patch to last 2 days and vice versa. I just wish I wasn't on 3 Darius. I don't know if there's a better unit to have as like a one of in this deck besides a 3rd Darius. I could instead change the Darius to a Fervor, but that doesn't really help with the problem that I'm drawing a lot of spells. If I had a spare champion card, we probably could just make the 3rd Gnar and be done with it, but... Combat Cook could be funny. Yeah. Not really. Not really much to do there. I feel like this matchup's supposed to be good for us, but I don't think I've won it yet. But also, this isn't the Freljord version. This is the Bandle City version, so we might have a better matchup. I think also these matchups really ultimately depend on just like how stacked you get with the board buffs. Y'all remember a world where this thing couldn't block elusives? Isn't that wild? You also remember that time I had a 5-1 Omen Hawk, and out of 3 units on the board, a Flash Bomb hit that card? Isn't that also wild? Because I think that's kind of wild. That came after my hiatus.
Explosives primed.
The elusive blocking? Yeah.
Well, what have we here?
When my song ends, men die.
That's a super lucky hit. I do have to attack in with both of these. They trade, unfortunately, but I do have to attack in with them. Like, I need the buffs in the deck, and I need to try to start, like, doing stuff on board. We have a unit.
Scoping the area. Trap is set.
We maybe should have just, like, blocked it with this. Is it wild that I'm considering a Glacial Saurian to be a cuttable card? Yeah. I think that's kind of wild. Because this card is very good. It's card draw and deck buffs, which is, like, really good. So I don't really think it's cuttable, personally.
Let's investigate.
Will a mushroom help? I think the answer is no. A mushroom will not help me. Am I really just going to tank more damage from this Caitlyn? I think it's probably fine. Health is a resource, right?
Now we wait.
I'll handle this myself.
There was also a consideration to not play this.
What brings you here?
Business.
I feel like
Pleasure, Sheriff.
it says on top of the deck. In the top 5 cards. Okay.
Strength above all.
We could have done this in a different way. Well, wait, no. If I'm going to do this, I'm going to do it on this thing. Draw 2 cards. Do I risk it? Is there any reason to do this? Because all we have are flash bombs. And I don't think they can kill both of these, but they might hit this thing. So I think that's probably worth just, like, doing this, honestly. It's worth doing this because, like, if this thing dies from the flash bombs, we definitely don't win this turn. But this way, like, I don't think there's a world that we can lose from it.
No backup needed.
I don't think Caitlyn can kill us from that. Yeah. Wrong ordering? No, I don't think so. Disagree, but it kind of doesn't matter because we won. I used to be a degen aggro burn player, so that might be my aggro brain talking. If anything, Darius is more cut worthy. Yeah, no, I agree. I agree on that. I think the thing is that, like, you're thinking of this as an, like, aggro burn deck, when really it's more of a mid-range deck. Because, like, the idea is not that you win before turn 5. The idea is that all of your cards in the early game make your late game, like, unstoppable threats. Like, if you look at the cards that we're playing in the early game, we're playing, like, Yodolski and stuff like that. Those are cards that, that are just, like... Hold up, wait. This is, like, such the anticlimactic way to hit Masters, by the way. This is so anticlimactic. Alright. I get it. Alright. I was, like, expecting to have a whole, like, a whole thing, but I mean, I guess that's content right there. We take those? Yeah, for real. Alright. Not really what we were expecting. Alright, so like, let's just take a look at the list that we hit Masters with, right? We played this for basically all of Diamond. I think we won, like, 1 or 2 games with other decks, but... In fact, this was most of our climb, like, period, right? Like, we climbed a lot with this deck. And so the idea with, like, the early game is that, yeah, you have Saboteur. This card is definitely cuttable. The only reason we're on this card is because our collection doesn't allow for better cards. So think of this as, like, the budget solution. Because the card that you want in this deck, the one drop that you want is Crimson Pigeon. But Crimson Pigeon is an epic, and we only have 3 epic wild cards, and we have 4,000 of these. Budget to Lucian. Well, no, I'm just saying budget for this deck, because, you know, Lucian's Demacia, and you can't play Demacia in Noxus Freljord. But yeah, so, like, we can't run Crimson Pigeon because we just don't have the epics for it. We can't justify the epics for this unless we were, like, gonna hard commit to this deck. Which we hit Masters with, so we basically did. But, like, this is more, like, me telling you, you do not have to hard commit to this card. Because, like, it's a decent one-drop, but, like, I don't think it's worth the thing. But so anyway, that's what we're doing with this. That's why we have this as a 2 of. I think Crimson Pigeon is normally a 3 of, but we don't want to run 3 copies of Elegant Edge, so we put in 3 Saboteurs. Because this is just, like, a better, like, early game aggressive card. Omen Hawk and Yadolski are buffing your deck so that, like, you can have a 2-mana 5/5 or, like, an 8/8 or 9/9 Darius, right? Like, that's the idea. So that's why Saurian is so good, because Saurian will stack with your buffs from Yadolski and Omen Hawk. It's a big overwhelm unit that can get buffs. Like, this will probably get buffed by Yadolski and Omen Hawk itself. And then if either of those are still on the board, you're also drawing a card. Like, and it's going to be guaranteed one of the cards that gets the +1/+1. So, like, this is a really good card. I don't think you can cut this. I think you can cut Darius. Like, the only reason we're on 3 Darius and 2 Gnar is because we pulled a Darius from one of our chests. I think it was, like, our weekly vault the first week we were doing this. And then Gnar, like, we want 3 Gnar. We would rather this be 3 Gnar. But we don't have, like, resources to craft a 3rd Gnar. So, but we pulled a Darius by chance. So that's why we're on this. But I think there's probably a world where, like, you could run this deck without Darius. I just don't know what you would replace him with. Like, I almost wonder if, like... No, I don't know. It's not, like, better. You could maybe put in Demolitionist if you really wanted to make this more burn. Like, cut Darius, put in Demo. Or, like, find some other big threat that's, like, fairly inexpensive. Like, definitely you don't want something that costs more than 6 mana, right? Annie? You could probably get away with doing an Annie Gnar list. Oh, I guess that could be good. The problem is I only have 1 copy of Annie. Though maybe that would have been better. Maybe, honestly, like, a lot of our headaches are solved if we just run this deck like this. Maybe, like, the having 1-cost cards, this gets fixed from this. We don't have to worry about running 3 Darius and them clogging up our hand. Like, maybe this actually would have been better. But we already hit Masters. But we only pulled that, like, somewhat recently. So yeah, I mean, we hit Masters on the Smurf account, right? So now the question is, like, being low collection is a whole deck puzzle. Yeah, and you see, that's like kind of where we're at, right? We have this issue, right? where, like, we have, we're missing a lot of cards from this. Mainly, we're missing, like, all the champions from it. Well, okay, I mean, this version, we're only missing Elder Dragon, but I meant to click on Morgana. I meant to click on Gem. This is what I meant to click on. You see, we're missing a lot of cards, but the main things we're missing are 3 copies of Morgana, 2 copies of Galio, and then, like, 3 Flame Splitters, and 2, Mihiras, which you get from the Battle Pass, but I don't think we have enough time to complete the Battle Pass on this account. Although I will say, if you're a new player, like, oh, okay, you could get Mihira from this. If you're a new player, like, you probably could, like, spam the Battle Pass. I wish I knew exactly how much longer we had on the Battle Pass, because maybe, like, what it's worth doing is if you're on a new account, you just, like, spam these games. You just spam games to get this thing leveled up. Look at the chests. Look at the quests. See what we're at. Oh, they tell you how much time is left, don't they? Because if it's like minutes, we're not doing it. 15 hours. Risen Rakan, how you doing today? So now I guess the question is that, like, what would you guys rather see from the Smurf? Would you rather, like... Oh, this is impossible to do. Wait, this is actually impossible. Would you guys want to... Like, I did learn tricks to doing this faster. The problem is that, like... Can you hit Lysandra in Path of Champions? I don't know. I literally have not clicked on Path of Champions on this account yet. But, I mean, technically speaking, like, the only thing that's left to do on this account, now that we hit Masters, is to just grind out the collection so that we have stuff to do next time around, right? So I think that's, like, a good thing, is, like, what do you do to grind a collection besides just play ladder? Like, it's obviously the Battle Pass, right? It's random for almost every champ on the game. I have no idea. I've been maining Path of Champions, and I know Lysandra is not a main. So maybe she's something that you can get? Is it worth us testing? Is it worth us diving into Path of Champions? Since we need to do a bunch of this stuff anyway. Alright guys, I think the rest of this stream is probably going to be Path of Champions stuff on the new account. Which is like something we have not explored on this account yet. Or in this journey. So maybe that's what we're going to do. The quest, can you hit her as support? Yeah. Well, we're going to have to do the Path of Champions tutorial first. Path of Champions is fun. I find it very spammable, and the XP bonuses is separate from the PvP ones. To farm prismatic cards. It's a big old world out there, but who cares about that? Time to head home. Let's go to Zon. Sure. Which adventure should we choose? Oh, what about that one? I can't wait to play it. Sure. Alright. Alright, fine, Jinx. Fine. Start your game with a created equipment in hand. When you summon an ally, give it +1/+1, or allies have Overwhelm. I don't remember what's in this deck to know if the Overwhelm... Like, I know we have you and you. I'm gonna go with, when you summon an ally, give it +1/+1, because we have a lot of quick attack. Or just, like, units that have good amount of health. I think this is probably best. Ah, lost a little crush bot. Howdy, my robot pal. Crush, kill, destroy. It's always kill, crush, destroy. I don't know what I was expecting. Oh god, I can't wait to be reminded how bad level 1 0-star's Jinx is compared to my level 33 star. Yeah, no, you're about to see, we can probably get rid of the win-loss right now. Honestly. We have, like, a main ability, right? No, we don't have any abilities. I love how in Path of Champions, the beginner bots start with 0 mana. You can almost tell they didn't, like, plan this thing to have 0 mana. Because look at this one spot. Like, you can tell that this was not, like, made with the same intentions in mind. Just by the way, this is also why we do the +1/+1. Wow. Opponent didn't do anything there. Fun fact tutorial, you can play mana-needing cards with 0 mana gems. Oh, in the actual tutorial? Yeah. I mean, dealing 1 to the enemy nexus is cool. Alright, support champ. What can we get? Braum, Senna, or Gangplank? Oh, wait, this is... Oh, I'm sorry. I said Senna. It's Lucian. Alright, we're going to take Lucian. Way back at episode 1, yeah. I think we want this. I don't want the shop yet. I think this is a fun way to close out this series, is to do a little bit of this. Shops are so bad without the shop upgrade, yeah. Oh, I don't have the attack token on one. Oh god, this is gonna be annoying, isn't it? Alright, goodbye, Senna. Alright, goodbye, you. Goodbye, you.
Anything else?
Okay, whack. Whack, whack, whack. Yeah, I mean, the Path of Champions definitely goes so much slower.
Next thing I know, I'm up to my britches in purple berries.
In these smaller ranks.
I'm innocent.
Looking grim.
Time to move.
My first big mission.
To be honest, I don't even remember what my quests are that I'm supposed to complete. I'm sorry, do I just, like, not have puff caps? I don't have that many cards in the deck, and I haven't hit one. Is it, like, possible in the tutorial to even take damage? 'Cause I feel like it did everything in its power to not have us take damage. I haven't played the Path of Champions tutorial in a while. Like, a long while. Dude, imagine how busted single combat would be if on play it also invoked. Imagine. It's turn 5 with Jinx. You can burst speed triple discard your hand. What am I doing? Don't link your odds. Oh, I don't need a reroll. Create the loose cannon in hand. Item chest? Yeah. Okay, let's toss all of these and get our one drop. Oh, shut up. Do y'all remember when this Path of Champions used to have like a choose your own adventure thing at the beginning of it? Anyone else remember that?
Happy to do whatever's needed. Right! Did that sound right?
I wasn't there for that. Yeah, no, there was like a whole thing where like when Arcane first came out is when the Path of Champions mode came out. And that was a whole thing. I remember I have like 2021 Path of Champion icons, really? I probably do too then, because I think I played a little bit of Path of Champion then. I mean, we might as well develop this then.
Can't fly if you don't try. Excuse me?
This is a no-fly zone.
Strike hard, strike true.
But I remember that draft game mode. I used to get 7 wins pretty regularly. Sad that it's apparently retired. Yeah, they did retire it, and I had a whole video describing why they did it. Like, not like actual reason why, but like my approximate reason for why. They said that they're working on something new, so we'll see. To be honest, I kind of like the Radiant Strike drawing me a card, but we're Jinx, so we don't want to draw. Do I want any of this? No. We don't need any of that shit. Literally haven't taken any damage yet.
Quest accepted. Wait, where are we going?
Immortal is bugged, by the way. I don't know what that means. Immortal is bugged? You mean like the like pseudo keyword can't take damage or die? That immortal? Or do you mean deathless? The +1/+0 deathless? I'll be honest, that didn't exactly help me understand what the problem is.
Back it up. Can't stop me.
Of course I'm ready.
Let's take this puppy for a spin!
A hand cannon, huh? Original.
Are we talking about a card in this game, or are we talking about something else?
Time to go.
What are we talking about? You guys just keep like saying that it's bugged. I don't. What are we talking about? The Deathless bonus. It's a relic that gives those stats. It doesn't work. Okay. So there is a relic in this game that just doesn't work. Okay. That I understand. Thank you. I was like, what are we talking about? Let's go ahead and just develop more of these. I could have played Jinx, but...
I thought you'd never ask.
Oh no, my Lucian. It's okay. Is that Lucian normal? I mean, yes, he's... Wait, what? Yes, he's normal. Why? What? How you doing today, Freezebolt? What do you mean, is he normal? I don't think I've ever read the...
I can do this. I don't make
When did he become a 1-cost 2-1? He's been a 1-cost 2-1. He actually has been a 1-cost 2-1 for a while. He isn't 2-mana 3-2 anymore? Yeah, that was a long time ago. Like, that was not recent.
My gun does the talking.
better run.
Back in my day, he was a 2-cost 3-2. Yeah. No, it's been a while since he... I think they did that either when rotation happened, so a year ago, or they did it before then. I don't remember exactly. But I know it was, like, around that time. I am, like, 3 sets old. But shouldn't he... If you're 3 sets old, shouldn't you have been... Shouldn't you have... I don't remember when it happened. He feels so tiny now, but at least he, like, comes down on the board at a reasonable time. I think I would rather him be a 1-mana 3-2. I was gonna say, did my game just crash? Cool, we have Mordekaiser. I like the change, to be honest. It feels more refined. Yeah. What is a, if you have a, here, I can show you what, it means. If you have, 7 TV, it's, like, better TTV, where, like, it gives you, like, special emotes and, like, chat stuff. So if I pull that up, here, you can see this, like, emote here. That's, It's basically the Omega Lull, but, like, it's constantly shrinking and getting bigger and, like, going back and forth with his hands up. That's what is. That's why people keep saying it, and that's why I have up above me, like, on the top of my monitor, up here. That's why we have, this chat, so that people can see the rewards. You all make me feel like Will of the Ancients. It's okay, don't worry. I barely understand it myself. When you play a spell, heal 1. If it has elemental, heal 2. Game start, draw 2. That sounds really pog. But also, allies have +1. Sounds pog, too. I'm indeed ancient, though. I don't know why you're my will. Homie only draws 2 cards. Oh, I forgot that you just, like, get something that, that's like when you, what is this power? When you play or discard a card, deal 1 to the enemy nexus. Yeah, no, that's not broken at all.
Time to move.
My first big mission.
Yay. Alright, I'm just, like, gonna play, like, an hour or so of Path of Champions without, like, really making any effort to do any specific thing. And then we're gonna see, and then we're gonna just see how far we got on the Battle Pass. I kind of like both of these. I kind of like Varus and Caitlyn as, like, the bonus champ. I think... Do we want Varus? You know what? No, we want Caitlyn, because Caitlyn has cheaper units with elusive. This thing again. I feel like the champion item chest is just always the better one to go for. Someone correct me if I'm wrong on that, but, like, I'm pretty sure that's always the best one to go for. I'd really like some 1-drops, please. That's a 1-drop. Alright, we don't need Karina. Goodbye. Wait, why are you... Wait, what? What's happening? When a unit is summoned, shuffle its stats. Wait, what? Wait, what? I mean, I agree, but I've only played Path of Champion for like a month. That's why a double Guardian Angel plus Garen Champion Relic is busted. You play Jinx discard, everything gets the 1 mana deal 3 and 2 rockets shoot your own Jinx. Discard your full hand 2 more times for up to 26 damage. Like, at one time. That's busted.
Well, what have we here? Let's investigate.
Well, that's cool.
Laying the groundwork.
I like Constructed too much to play Path of... Wait, do you mean Path of Champions? A few expansions I ended up playing it, but I had too many things to build and play. I mean, look, like, as someone who mostly plays Constructed, trust me, I get it. Path of Exile? You mean Path of Exile?
Satisfactory outcome.
Interesting. I haven't thought about that game in forever. Island Jinx is unironically the ultimate champ in Path of Champions. Yeah, no, like, they over-tuned the shit out of her in this game mode. +1/+1 and brash and elusive? Wait, that's kind of pog. What the hell is this? Wait, what? I've never seen this thing in my life. Is that Von Yip? Wait, what? Is that Von Yip? Cat found. Female. Not very friendly. Likes jewelry. Not housebroken either. If she's yours, please take her back. Flyer placed on Piltover notice board. It's not even a cat. Wait, this is sick. New flash bomb art? Is this new? When I'm summoned, plant 2 flash bombs in the top 8 cards of the enemy deck. I didn't realize this was a thing. Really? There are token cards in Path of Champions. Like, I knew there were token cards. Why are you big? Wait, what is happening here? Oh, okay, I see what's happening here. I think we're just taking this thing, right? Or should I take this, since we have the, like, when you play a card, it does a thing. Alright, grant my supported ally +1/+1 spell shield or giant spell. I think I like the supported ally thing on Caitlyn. The foe creates an augmented Poro in hand. Oh, good. Is augmented Poro in the main game? I feel like it's not, right? Yeah, this is definitely not in the main game. This is definitely not a normal Poro. But, I mean, you got Victor in the background, so that's kind of sick. Champ gives, Champ items give +1 copy 2, so you have 2 Caitlyn and 3 Jinx. Yeah, I know. Again, I've played Path of Champions. I have played Path of Champions. Just the things that I don't understand. Like, I understand the concept of how it works with, like, picking the cards and, like, doing, like, the quest line and stuff. What I don't understand are, like, champion powers and relics. And, like certain, like, exclusive cards that I just don't know, right? That's the stuff I don't know.
Yeah, I'm ready. Well, I didn't do anything. Remake.
Alright, goodbye, Karina.
Don't mind me. Time to go.
Humanity is obsolete.
It wasn't me.
Just feeding units to me. Misplay? Oh, from opponent? Yeah, I think so. Dude, we're gonna be toxic as shit to this bot.
Rules are made to be broken. For people.
I will say, the nice thing about Path of Champions is that you can, like, go at your own pace. Giving this thing toughness is funny. Wait. 2 mana, draw 2? That sounds busted. Offers to make you some flawless copies. Create 3 copies of a card in your deck. I don't want any of these. I don't think I want any of these. Well, actually, you know what? I think I do want this. I think I do want this. If for no other reason than, it has the draw thing, and we've been drawing a lot of cards.
Captain Timo on duty.
I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I'm usually super open to backseating. The only issue is that, like, the game moves so fast, I don't know that I'll be able to read your backseating before we win. Or lose. So just be aware.
I brought my books. Hope that's all right. Putting study into practice.
Oh, I should have done this. We'll do it next turn. I think you're generally good for a while. I didn't get caught off guard until Star 2 Adventure. I think the biggest issue for me is just, like, knowing how to level up what when, really. I think it'd be really funny, chat.
Let us take a peek at life beneath the waves.
Just as I hypothesized.
Persistence is key.
Strength is gonna get more power. Unfortunately, it doesn't keep all that power, but, like...
Reporting in.
Not that I need the spell mana. No, you know what? We'll just do this thing.
Of course I'm ready.
Production surge. That doesn't seem fair.
Swiftly.
But I didn't do anything.
Now I've lost my place.
More mushrooms.
It smells like bleach in my apartment right now. I don't know if that's because someone's cleaning or if I'm having a stroke. It could be either, honestly.
I did my best.
You know what? No, screw your damage. Smile.
I hope this works.
If you're stroking, part of your face won't help. Part of your face won't work. Yeah, no, I know. I know that, like, it's not a realistic thing to say that I'm having a stroke. I just don't know how else to describe it. Now, I'm getting a lot of B ranks. Leona fragments. Okay, so, I don't know what legend points are. This is where I need help, guys. I don't know what legend points means. What is legend points? The oldest Path of Champion I found are February 2021 Lucian, MF, Braum, Rivenheimer, Lulu, Hecarim, Aphelios icons. Is your personal level. Okay, but what does this do for me? Oh, it unlocks this stuff. So it's just like these reliquary things. I guess every so often you get like... I wonder what level I am on my main. How do I know where I'm supposed to go next? Okay. I think I'm at 20. What's the healer upgrade? What is this 2? There's another thing I don't understand, chat. What's the 2 mean? Why is it showing 2? Because of Lulu and Garen? Just an unremovable notification. Great. It's pretty open-ended. You can consult your Path of Champion quest, and there's adventures. Got it. We'll do like another run of this. Darius. Well, yeah, sure. That sounds fun. Let's do that. The stars are difficulty. They're locked behind your legend level. What? Back in the OG, Lab Seed of Power was a good one. Yeah. I know. I remember, you know, the old school, Path of Champions, which was like not called Path of Champions. I don't remember what it was called before that, but like before the Saltwater Scourge thing, where you had like the different champions that you could do. That thing, wait, I can just win this turn, right? Yeah. Lab of Legends. Yeah. That thing, there was Zillion. I could not beat Zillion, or beat the thing with Zillion. Top number still holds the Saltwater Scourge speedrun record. I do still hold the Saltwater Scourge speedrun record. You're right. I am a speedrunning world record holder, fam. I don't know if y'all knew that. I feel like it's correct to take Rumble, but I really want to take Vi. Also, I think Jin is probably good too. Like Jin or Rumble. But it feels right to take Vi. You know what I mean? Like, they're sisters. It's literally arcane. Jin is so bad with Jinx. Fine. Rumble is the best. Fine, we'll take Vi. If you're gonna force my hand like that, I guess I'll take Vi. Let's see. I need to see if Saltwater Scourge is even still on here. I actually think they may have taken it off. They may have gotten rid of Saltwater Scourge from here just because it's not a playable game mode anymore. That'd be sad. That does look like what they did, though. Oh, no, they didn't. Why does this look so weird, though? No, they did. Yeah. Yeah, they got rid of it. How sad. My world record is gone. In my day is in shambles. It makes sense, though. Like, you shouldn't have something that's literally unbeatable on there. So sad, but yeah. I'm no longer on the, Just to show you guys what I'm talking about. I'll bring this up on stream. This is the, speedrunner.com. And they used to have a section on here for Saltwater Scourge, even after the game mode got released. But now they got rid of it. Now it's just Path of Champions. Which is really weird that, like... Also, what do they mean by Path of Champions full campaign? Are they talking, like... playing through everything from, like, Jinx level 1 all the way to, like, whatever the highest star thing, Asol or whatever is? Is that what they mean by full campaign? Do you still have the recording? Yeah, I do. Read the rules? I don't even see rules. Oh, show rules. Timers in milliseconds are not preferred, but not required for speedruns. Deck trackers are allowed. Game audio is required for every submission. In-game timer needs to be shown at the start of the video for a valid run. You need to provide full footage of the run, start to finish. Deck trackers are allowed. Timer starts when you go from the home button to select your first power. Timer ends on the last hit on Victor. This doesn't tell me... Timer ends on the last hit on Victor. Is Victor like the last thing you can do in this game? I thought it was Asol. Am I crazy? It seems the old LOR speedrunning server got deleted, and we aren't sure why. None of the current super mods can remember who the initial server admin was, so there's currently no way to contact them. Since you cannot bring back Discord servers if they're deleted anyway, we just created a brand new one. I didn't realize there was a new Discord for speedrunning. Also, I'm pretty sure the person... Hang on. Hold on. Wait, I might actually know who it was. On my account, actually, I don't know if I should be showing this on stream. Hold on. Yeah, how unfortunate. My run got deleted. Sad. Very sad. Alright, well, whatever. I do still have the run, though. I still have it on my Twitch. The speed run for it. I could probably find it, actually, if we really wanted to just, like, see what that was like real quick. We don't have to watch the full run, because it's like an hour long, but we can at the very least spruce through it real quick. I know that this is like not really the content that people came here for, but let me just see if I can't find this real quick. I have a lot of highlights though, so this might take a bit. I think it was before all of this. I want to say it was 2021. Sorry that this is like super boring. You know what? I can show you guys this. Like, we can look at this together. I don't remember where it was. Here we go. Here it is. Alright, so this is what it used to look like, guys. By the way, if y'all want to see what young numbers used to look like, that's me. I was literally, like, I had a timer and everything on this. I remember from GP is him shitting on people with double dread weight, yeah. 37 minutes, yeah, you know it. But yeah, like this was my strat, right? Was just like literally go so fast by just like constantly like I think I even was using like A to attack and stuff. But we don't have to like watch all of this. But like look, this is what the map used to look like. Hang on. Like, it's pretty similar, just, like, this was the prelude to, Path of Champions, was this. Like, you still had the same, like, buckets and stuff. Skip to Gangplank. I think we did Gangplank pretty quickly. Let me find the beginning of Gangplank. Oh man, backtracking was a thing too. Wait, did I lose the first attempt? I might have lost my first attempt against Gangplank. Hold on. I don't remember. Oh, sorry. Am I watching this on, like, faster speed, by the way? No, this is normal speed. GG, reset run. No, I didn't reset the run. I got the world record with this. This was ridiculous, though. This was MF, Twisted Fate, MF, TF, and Sivir. Means no one min-maxed. I mean, I think there was, like, not a whole lot to min-max in this one, because it's not like each character had its own, like, leveling progression and stuff. It was just, like, what kind of cards are, like, best to take and whatever. So I just literally, like, tried to, like, do this as fast as possible while, like, trying to make good decisions about what cards to do, what cards to take and why. Why are you... Okay. So, yeah, Phage was just +2/+2. You double took the boss to have best score. Min-max would be beating it on first try, eh? Depends on how easy the speedrun is. Like, I'll say I don't remember if I beat him first try or not. I mean, considering that it's like... If you go back to the starting menu, you can see the card back I meant. Yeah, we'll get back there in a second. I don't remember. I think also, you got to keep in mind, I did this speedrun the day before, I did this speedrun the day before they shut down Saltwater Scourge. I did it literally the day before. Now, the thing about Gangplank is that I think once he hit 20 health, because he has 40 health right now, I think once he hit 20 health, he just summons a Dreadway. Like, it just appears on board. Bro made sure no one could beat his record ever, basically. Bro, I had so many champions in this. He summons it every round if he doesn't have one on board below 20 health. No, I think what it was it just appears. Like, I don't think he spends mana on it. I think it just appears. If I remember right. We're getting close to the... I genuinely don't remember if I win on this attempt or not. I guess we're about to find out. This is a 37-minute, so is this match going to take another 7 minutes? Killing the Gangplank is huge, by the way. Because that Gangplank just becomes a huge pain in the ass. Yeah, he was always leveled on play. I think round start right now, it'll be summoned, right? Yeah, there it is. Just Dreadway. Look at that bullshit. Just 8 mana card just appears on board. Oh. It was 9 mana back then? No, I think this was after Timelines forced it to get nerfed. We can take a look if I ever highlight over it. I think you had to try again. I think you're right. I think I did. But I don't remember. I, like, genuinely don't remember. It's looking like I had to try again. Because I'm pretty sure Gangplank deals, like, a shit ton of damage here. Maybe not. Oh, yeah, no. We do. We definitely do. How funny that, like, I literally redo this fight. And still get the record. I almost lose again to the exact same thing, by the way, right there. I don't remember how I win this. Do we just force trades? I see a line with that thing have a... Yeah. I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure this is how we won. Was this thing with the with that spell. Even though it doesn't kill. But then I can just TF red card and win. Yeah. And that deck had a main deck Dreadways, so he could just do it more than just one. Yeah. But thankfully he didn't have any spell in hand to stop this. And that's time. I don't even think I did time right. I did it, like, as I cast the spell. Because there weren't rules at this point, right? And then there's also the Nami one, which was in 33 minutes, I think, or the Pike one. I think the Pike one was also a world record. Yeah. I see what you were talking about. The Gangplank card back. I can't pause it. Okay, there we go. This thing right here. Pike was Lab of Legends 2.0 already, I think. No, Pike was here. Look, this is Pike with a Saltwater Scourge. I don't even think I did this, by the way. I don't think I have this card back. But yeah, let's finish up this this match here, and then we'll probably end stream. Oh, I don't want it here. Hold on. What am I doing? Even I got the card back? Well, good for you. I didn't, so.
How can I help? Right! Did that sound right?
Dude, it's gonna be like another 2 years before I like remember that I'm even playing Path of Champions on this account. Because I know that Pike wasn't part of the February 2021 icons. He was newer. Yeah.
Excuse me?
I forgot about Suit Up as a card. I literally forgot about it. Let's take the Aftershock. Alright. Okay, fine. You know, we can get the item chest too. Faded and becomes a Fae. Interesting. I think the Sump Dredger is probably better. Okay. We need to check on, like, what we accomplished in, like, the slightly less than an hour of Path of Champions that we played. Alright, let's see. Event-wise, what did we get? We got one more Platinum chest, which is fine. I think that if you're, like, serious about your collection, you probably want to get as much of this as possible. Because even if you're mostly getting shards and, like, wild commons, that's still, like... Oh, wow, getting a wild champion and a high show is, like, really good. That's actually really good for us. It's, like, so many, like, decent cards. Alright, so let's see. We went up... Okay, not bad cards. We actually got to, I think this is level 4. Banana Blaster, okay. And that's just from a little bit of Path of Champions, by the way. That's literally just a little bit of Path of Champions. We got up to Capsule level 4. So, like, imagine how much faster you could do this if you just, like, lose track of time and play Path of Champions for an hour. That's 50% bonus. Yeah, so that's basically, like, quadruple, right? Anyway, I think that is going to do it for today's stream. I think this is also going to be, like, a good place to, like, stop the series for, the new card, or the new player experience. I think overall, like, we were able to craft a confident deck that got us to Masters with, like, no real issues. And we even crafted, like, some dog shit, like the Mono Shurima deck. Without, like, really breaking the bank. So, like, I don't know. I think, like, you know, I'm going to actually go back to the LOR screen real quick just to show you guys, like we crafted, like, 2 decks kind of, like, out of nowhere, right? The rest of these decks were, like, cards that we just had. Like, these 2 decks we, like, crafted, right? We, like, crafted a bunch of cards. And we even crafted 4 champions for this dog shit deck. But then, like, let's just take a look at, like, what our resources are. We have still a champion, 5,000 of these, 5,000 of this, and then, like, a good amount of epics and, like, rare stuff. So, like, this was, like, 2 weeks of playing, and we have, like, a good amount of cards. We have, like, 2, like, actual decks, and we were able to have some fun, like, just crafting, like, random nonsense. So I would say that, like, overall, I still think the new player experience is very good for this game. Even if, like, you want to say, like, it's really grindy. Like, this was what? I think this was day 9 or 10 of this series, and we were able to hit Masters. The new player experience is exactly the same as it was 2 years ago. No, that is not true. That is definitely not true. I'll tell you exactly why that's not true. Because 2 years ago, you had to play through an entire instance of Path of Champions before you could even touch your collection. Like, this screen that I'm on right now, you couldn't even get to this screen until you played 1 full thing of Path of Champions. You want to know why that sucks? Because that run of Path of Champions takes about an hour to complete. Like, back then, it took about an hour to complete, where you had to do 1 full run. Because you have to keep in mind that one full run was not just, like, getting to Ezreal and ending. You had to fight 2 bosses, and then Caitlyn. And then there was a whole cinematic. Like, it was a lot. It was a lot. And what they don't tell you about that is that, A, you cannot leave Path of Champions once you start it. You have to finish that run if you're a new player. And B, if you lose that run at all, that hour-long run, like if you're at the 59-minute mark and you lose, you have to start from the beginning. You have to redo that entire hour. That used to be the new player experience. And then on top of wasting that first hour playing a game mode that you might not care about if, like, you don't play Path of Champions, then you have to go and do that, like, 2 weeks of grinding on top of everything to be able to get to this. So, definitely so much better than it was 2 years ago. So much better. Being able to do the 4 challenges and then just play the game. Like, never having to touch Path of Champions. Like, granted, Path of Champions is a fun game mode. I do recommend people try it out. But being locked into it for an hour at the beginning, not fun. Not fun at all. They were really pushing Path. Do I remember it actually being hard, too? It wasn't hard. But, like, I was like, try-harding it, like, right? Like, as, like, someone who knew how to play the game. And it took me an hour. But, yeah, I do plan on doing, like, a full, like, recap video for this experience. So, like, you know, you don't have to watch whatever 9 times 4 is worth of content to finish this whole series. 9 days, 4 hours each stream. I do plan on doing like a recap for this. Just to like have the thoughts out there. But thank you so much to everyone who did come out. I do appreciate all of you, and I'm glad that we were able to finish up this series at Masters. We will probably, starting tomorrow, we will probably either just like climb randomly, or we'll start the A to Z challenge, which is where I try to win at least one game with every champ in alphabetical order. But also tomorrow, something that we will be doing tomorrow is, I don't know how many of you know Tempo Mao, another great content creator, actually rated us earlier today. He and I will be doing a little collab tomorrow. And I'll be starting stream earlier than normal tomorrow, so make sure y'all are there. Make sure that y'all are there for that, because that should be a lot of fun. How many decks were you able to make at the end? It's kind of a relative question, but as far as like competitive decks, we were able to make 2 competitive decks, even though they were both still like at a budget. And then we were able to make like a budget Mono Shurima deck. So technically 2 or 3 decks, but like we also had Teemo Kale and like some other like random garbage. So yeah. Overall, I'd say it was like 3 decks is like pretty good for the first 2 weeks. Champion and full support card, non-competitive. I don't know how to answer that question, if I'm going to be honest with you. Like, that's really hard to calculate. But yeah, so anyway, we will, I will be ending stream. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hope that you can catch the beginning of our stream where we play with Tempo. And yeah, I'll see you guys then. Goodbye. Have a good night. And if you're watching this on the YouTube VOD after the fact, make sure to hit that like and comment and subscribe. And yeah, have a good night.